Hey, what's up YouTube? Andrew here from RIP Lane 99. Today I'm going to be doing a compare and contrast video on two browsers. Now there's a lot of controversy with browsers nowadays, whether it's, based on speed or compatibility or customization. The two browsers I'll be comparing are Safari 4 and Firefox 3, both of which are up to date. Safari 4 was just released and Firefox is definitely up to date. So first I'm going to test speed, and I'm going to go ahead and boot both of them up, Safari fairly quickly, and the same with Firefox. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over to an image rich site. For this one I'll go straight to the fan site for one of my favorite bands. It loaded up very quickly on Safari, and it'll probably do the same on Firefox. Yep. Next we'll go to a JavaScript site such as Google Maps. Come right over to Maps on Safari, and whether it's panning or zooming, the speed is always quick with Safari 4, and the speed would be just about the same with Firefox 3. Now, one thing I want to address. When it comes to your browser preference, a lot of it has to do with a degree of stubbornness. A lot of things really are just in your head, and I think everyone has a preference. Mine happens to be Safari 4. Not because I think it's faster. I think it's fucking better. So I'm gonna show you why. First, we'll look at the user interface. If I go into Expose here, you can see Safari actually has a little more screen real estate than Firefox 3 does. Now, a lot of screen real estate comes from the tab bar. I'll go ahead and hide that on Safari 4, the tab bar. I'll come and do the same on Firefox 3, but I can't fucking hide the tab bar on Firefox 3. So it's just permanently there. I can hide the address bar, the toolbar, and the bookmarks bar, but I can't hide the tab bar, and that sucks. So we'll go ahead and look at both again. Another thing I want to show you is the scrolling on both. Now I have a multi-touch trackpad, so I can go ahead and scroll with two fingers. So I'll go ahead and go to a website I used to study a lot called Java Book. It's actually not called that, but that's what I named it. So I'll go ahead and scroll up and down on Firefox 3 right now. As you can see, it's scrolling kind of choppy. I'll do the same on Safari 4, and as you can see, scrolling is very, very natural, very smooth. Now that's just a small difference, but it's just another reason I like Safari 4 better. Another big reason people use Firefox is because of customization. Firefox is very, very much compatible with many plugins. A lot of crap that people like. Now personally, I just think that adds complexity, and it's a lot of shit you don't need. Safari 4 has everything I want it to have, does everything I want it to do. Now here's what I'm going to talk about next. It's features. So Firefox obviously has the upper hand with plugins. And I guess if for whatever reason you want to look at the source of some shit or whatever, you can do that. I'll go to Facebook on both, and I'll highlight the word Facebook on both, and I'm gonna secondary click, and here are my options. I can copy it, select it, Google search it, view selection source for whatever reason you'd want to do that, and I can look at the properties, which is pretty much useless. I'll do the same over in Safari, and you can actually see how very configured it is for my laptop. I can search it in Spotlight. I can Google search as well. Here's the thing that I like. I like to look up in the dictionary. If I don't know what the word is, I look it up in the dictionary and have a full freaking definition of the word I just highlighted. So that's another great thing I love about Safari, especially on my Mac. So here's some more features of Safari 4 that Firefox doesn't have. We'll do a history search on Firefox. Also all the history. And okay, this is fair enough. I want to search history. I'll search Google. And any page that has the word Google in it will pop up. So that's fair. Okay, that's a good history search. We'll do the same on Safari 4. Go to history, show all history. As you can see, I get a freaking cover flow of all of my history on Safari 4, which I just think is great. I mean, what more could you want? I want to search. I go ahead and search the exact same. Here are all my pages relevant with the word Google, you know? So that's another great feature Safari 4 has that Firefox doesn't have. Another favorite feature of mine is top sites. You get a beautiful, beautiful panoramic view of all the sites you visit most. You like a site, you just click it, fades in, and you have the site there. You want to pick another one, you go back, it fades right back out into its position. And here's another thing. You want to search the history from here, you actually get a full screen cover flow view of all of your history. You want to search, you can go ahead and do that. I'll search Apple, and there it is. Everything that has to do with Apple is just there. It's wonderful. Okay. Another thing you like to talk about is security. Now, every browser has a loophole in it. There's always something to do with security. Now, Safari, the RSS feed, isn't the most secure thing in the world. I'll give Firefox that. They're very safe. I wouldn't say they're more secure than Safari, but it all depends on what you like, you know what I mean? So personally, I like Safari 4 better. It just looks better. I like everything about it. I'm used to it. I have no reason for Firefox. It does everything Safari 4 does, but less. And I have no reason to want that. Now, it's pretty much there for no reason. I have it just so I could compare it to Safari 4. And now I know more than ever that I do love Safari. It's the world's greatest browser. Now, that's just my opinion. You have another opinion, go ahead and tell me. You know? Why do I like Safari 4 better? I said it before and I'll say it again. I just think it's fucking better. So that was it, guys. That was a very quick comparison between the two browsers. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave some. I'm Andrew from RIP Lane 99, and see you later, guys.